hello, you over 3,000 glorious people and the 82% who have yet to subscribe. Today, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Vanguard Tactics and their masterclasses. So yes, Vanguard Tactics. So as some of you may or may not know, if you haven't watched my videos, please go back and watch the rest of them. I am on a journey, some would say a spiritual journey, to learn how to play Warhammer 40k correctly and to get back into it. And it's going well. So the big part of this is obviously because, you know, I've been painting up my Howling Griffin's army. Yeah, really getting pumped for it. And I decided, you know what, this army, which started out as a painting project, needs to get on the table. I need to use this army. I need to play it. It looks good. Why not use it? And that was the whole point. And 10th edition seems to be quite appealing. I would class myself as a new player now, even though I have played 40k since Rogue Trader. In fact, there's my Rogue Trader rulebook right there. So I was like, you know what? Let's play. And I started trying to play. I got myself into a little group of friends in my local community who are very good and very accepting of new players and very good at sort of coaching and teaching. And they are ultra competitive. Not all, some are super competitive, and some are definitely going to be destined to be playing for Northern Ireland in the Six Nations and Worlds teams at ITC, because that is how good some of these boys are. So I was like, cool, I'm going to get to play games, I'm going to get to play with my Space Marines, and I got ruffle stomped a lot. I think the highlight, as I said in the previous video, the sort of point to this really sort of came home when I was playing a 4-person game, 1,000 points each, and I listened to the three guys talking about a secondary and how to take it and their tactics and everything that they were going to use, and I had absolutely no idea what they were talking about. In fact, I was completely like, no idea. So that kind of spurred this on, and originally I was like, I'm going to have to really sort of hunker down and learn how to do this. And then eventually I reached out to Mr. Stephen Box from Vanguard Tactics and had a chat with Stephen. Now, I'm going to be completely open right now and honest. I have been incredibly critical of Stephen and Vanguard Tactics in the past because I initially seen that these courses is something that should have been free on the YouTube channel. Now that I've actually got the course and actually doing it, now I can understand where I was wrong with that, and I apologize for the shit I gave Stephen, because I would misjudged what he was trying to do, and I completely misjudged what he was delivering in the terms of content. It was a bit of a dick move on me. Hold my hands up and I'll take that one on the chin. Now I've seen it, it is insanely good, and we're going to be jumping in and looking at it in a minute. So initially talking to Stephen and talking about it, and he signed me up for the course, and I got the Space Marine masterclass. So in no way am I beholden to him, and or anything like that. This is purely my opinion on the course, and it changed my mind on what Vanguard Tactics do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it and we're going to have a little look. So this is the course. Obviously, I've been watching some of this stuff here, but what we're going to do is we're just going to flick it back here, and I'm going to go back to the beginning. All right, so we're going to go to the library, and I'm going to go to view products. It's a very good. You can get it on an app. You can resume the course right there with that big yellow button, and that'll obviously take it to the last video. But you get to see what you get. So you get an introductory to the masterclass, Oath of Moment Analysts, Detachment Analyst Benefits and Foundations, and then the Gladius Task Force. Now, if you are still a little bit reluctant about signing up to something like this entire section, the Gladius Task Force, is currently up on their YouTube channel for free. So you can go and watch that. And this is, I watched that multiple times before getting onto this, getting this access to the course. And I have watched this section multiple times since. You will also see that I'm not really too far in with the other detachments, but it has opened up my eyes to everything. Now, I love Terminators. I love the elite element of Space Marines. So this entire section here of the first company is going to be something that I personally am super excited about getting into, because I love the new plastic Terminators. Stern Guard are amazing. Blade Guard are amazing. So all of this elite element of the Marine Army, this detachment is going to be perfect to learn, and that is something that I'm going to eventually start getting my head into once I start getting the units built and painted. So yeah, this is quality. And then not to sort of take anything away from that, we also have this section, which is the bonus modules. So you've got areas on the Blood Angels. Now, I spoke to Stephen regarding the Blood Angels, and I'm not 100% clear on how he's planning to do it. So I'm sure if he does watch this video, he can drop a comment in the comment section below and sort of let everyone know how that's going to work. I was under the impression, and I may be wrong, that it's going to work like the Dark Angels, that these 3 videos will get updated for this masterclass. But I could be wrong, and they may just get their own separate masterclass separately, if you understand. Unlike the Dark Angels that got updated for the new supplement that come out. There's one there for the Space Wolves, the Black Templars, which I've started, the Ultramarines, the Salamanders, the Imperial Fist, the Iron Hands, the Raven Guard, the White Scars, and then what next? Yeah, this is insane, the amount of content you get. And the biggest thing is, it's only £35, okay? So it's £35, gets you all of this content. And this is what kind of made me change my opinion on what it was. Purely because the quality is really, really good. The depth of knowledge is really, really good. Now, initially, I thought these were going to be like a couple of minute videos of how to play, move here, move there. The kind of thing you see at the beginning. Most big content creators that have got access to Games Workshop and Warhammer that kind of get sent the stuff early, they kind of do like these little how to play videos, and you kind of see it all the time from the influencers. And I essentially thought that's what it was, but behind a paywall. I was under no... I didn't realize the actual depth of the videos itself. And some of these videos are like 15, 20 minutes long, which is pretty big. And then there's, like, as you can see, a host of these videos. There's probably like 5 videos per detachment, 4 or 5 per detachment, ranging from 10 to 20 minutes per video. There's a number of other videos around it. Each chapter has like a couple of videos. So when you sort of start looking at all of these videos, there's like hours worth of content here, and for £35, it's pretty reasonable. But the proof's in the pudding. Has it worked? Have I improved my game? Has the masterclass actually helped me do what I ultimately wanted it to do, which was to help me play Warhammer 40k? Yes. Now, from all of my games that I've had up until Thursday just gone, I didn't really get what I was doing. I didn't really understand my stratagems, my synergies with the stratagems in with the doctrines that I was using, because I'm mostly playing Gladiator Strike Force, and I didn't really get the best sort of combination of where to put my enhancements. I was running a Terminator captain in a unit of Terminators and going, yay, I've got a big beat stick, when Terminators are not really going to be getting into combat too much. You want to use a lot of that firepower first, and then run in and then start smashing up what's left. So I was a bit sort of like, not too sure. I did this course, been watching a lot of these videos while I've been painting and doing other stuff, and I played a game on Thursday against my friend Tom and his Custodians Guards. Now, Custodians are incredibly powerful. There's a lot of damage too. There's a lot of AP 1 and 2. They have a lot of rerolls. They are incredibly tough army. And I can safely say that I beat them 46 to 43. Yay, go me. I won a game. Now, the biggest thing I'm going to take away from that game is not only because I beat Tom, and I don't often beat Tom because Tom was playing a lot more of this game, because if you don't know, Tom used to do a lot of battle reports and stuff on the Strike Scorpion 82, so he's very familiar with the game, and he's very familiar with how armies work, because that's what he did with Luke on Strike Scorpion 82. So I didn't often beat Tom. So to actually beat Tom and beat Custodian Guard is a really big achievement for me. I'm very chuffed. Yay, go me. But one of the things I will take away mostly is comparing to the week before, where I didn't really understand what I was doing, and I was getting teabagged to crap out from Dukari, and I wasn't understanding, and I was making silly mistakes, to coming into the turn going, right, I need to do A, B, and C. All right, my Oath of Moment unit is this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to trigger my Assault Doctrine because I'm going to run, and then I'm going to charge that unit, and then when I'm in that combat, I'm going to be able to do A, B, and C, and I'm going to do this, 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 and this. Granted, my amazing charge didn't work because I needed like a 10-inch charge, and I failed it on a reroll as well, which ultimately cost me practically the unit because they then got charged by the Custodian Terminators. But I did later on use stuff that I was learned from the masterclass by using my adaptive strategies and changing and putting my Brutalis Dreadnought into Assault Doctrine while I was in a different doctrine for something else, and having him run and charge a Custodian and absolutely blitzing the unit. I was able to do that, and I did again later on in a turn when I needed it to happen, which is really, really good. I was looking at I even tried to use my squad tactics to move away. Unfortunately, I rolled a 1. It didn't go very well, but I still got the mechanics of what the detachment was trying to get me to do, and a lot of this came from this masterclass. So yes, it has done what I wanted it to do. It has taught me how to play my army, and it has let me open up my mind to bigger things. I know fine well that I'm probably gimping myself by just playing the Space Marine Codex. Looking at the rest of these videos and listening to what's being said, I know that I should probably be playing something like Dark Angels, Blood Angels, or even Black Templars, Space Wolves when they eventually get refreshed, because they are ultimately a lot better than generic Space Marines. Or I should just double down on that codex and just start building and painting and converting Ultramarine characters for my Howling Griffins. You know, Marius Calgar, and call him Simon Buttery Gar, or whatever I want to call him, and paint him up in the red and yellow and get rid of all the Ultramarine symbols. So yeah, that would be a good idea, and I know fine well that my army would probably improve just by bringing a character of that ilk into my army, because playing generic Space Marines, I don't really have that. So yes, the course is definitely worth it. So if you are like me and wanting to get into 40k and wanting to learn how to play properly, and even having a mind of going to events and not getting absolutely teabagged, and bear in mind the only event I've ever been to for 40k was at the very, very beginning of edition. It was literally the day, even the weekend of a release, and I won 2 games, lost 1 purely because Angron is busted, and I relied on Angron basically carrying me through all my games, and didn't really need to think about anything other than Angron drop, Angron charge, Angron smash. Yay, that was it. This is very different. I'm having to think about my army. I'm having to think about my army composition. I'm after thinking about my positioning. I'm having to think about a lot more things than I would have had to, and it's really good. And this course has given me that insight in how to do that correctly. I already know that some of the units that I'm going to be buying and expanding into my army are a unit of scouts, or a box of scouts, and a box of Hellblasters, because I quite like the idea of a unit of Hellblasters and my lieutenant giving them lethal hits in there. That would be really cool. Transports I'm looking at. Tanks I'm looking at. So yeah, it's amazing. I'm even looking at potentially, because I'm almost finished painting my 2000 Howling Griffins army, of looking at the next project to do for 40k, which is probably going to be another Marine army, and it would more than likely be something like Black Templars, Dark Angels, or Blood Angels, because that would be cool. So yeah, course, perfect. Stephen, great job. Absolutely quality work, and definitely worth it. 35 quid, yes, definitely. And you don't even have to do the Space Marine one. There is one there for Tyranids, there's one there for Chaos Space Marines, and I believe there's other ones for the other factions as well. But all in all, absolutely quality. So if you haven't yet checked it out, I'm going to have a link of all of the links for their Vanguard Tactics website and everything in the description below. The YouTube channel as well, if you want to go and try it out for free. Now, they do have free elements over on their YouTube channel, so you can go and watch the Gladius Strike Force detachment if you really want to. I believe there's one there for the Chaos Space Marines as well. Check them out. Have a go. See what you think. And if you like it, sign up to it. Learn. Become a better player, because it really has opened my mind to the possibilities of what I could do with Space Marines, which is really good because I'm a massive Space Marine fanboy, and it's a great time to be a Space Marine fanboy. Trust me. There's a video coming up on just that. So yes, check it out and have a look. But that's the video, everybody. If you like what I'm doing, please smash that subscribe button like a lot of you are lately. And I am so close of hitting my goal. I am like just over 80 subscribers away from hitting 3,500, which is a massive, like a personal achievement for me, because that's what I really aimed at for this year. And to do it so close to the end of September would be so cool. Leaving my potentially getting a little bit closer to that 4K mark. Personally, I've always wanted a channel that hits 10,000. That's probably not going to happen for any time soon, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Also, drop a comment, ring the bell, like the video, share it with your friends, and most importantly, go over and check out Vanguard Tactics and give them some love too. So that's the video, everybody. If you like what I do, do all your things, and I'll catch you later.